In this video, we are taking a look at these, the brand new Ultraboost 22. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, are you an Adidas or Adidas fan? Let me know in the comments which shoe of choice do you go for when you're buying Adidas running shoes. Now, I'm going to say Adidas a lot in this video, so apologies for anybody in the other parts of the world where they say Adidas. So a little bit of a spoiler, a little bit of heads up. But yeah, this is the Adidas Ultraboost 22. Now, this kind of split opinion before this shoe, and has continued to split opinion, that they've gone too lifestyle, too sort of walking around shoe, more fashion related shoe than where this should have been going, in the direction it should have been going. Because the Ultraboost, you know, 18, 19, whatever incarnation you've got, was more of a running focused shoe. But sort of from 20 onwards, it's become more of a lifestyle feeling shoe rather than a running shoe. So they've made some changes, mild, I would say, but have they made it better? Have they made it worse? They've also done an extremely cool thing, and let's talk about that first. Okay, so the Adidas Ultraboost 22 is the first Ultraboost that's got a gender-specific shoe. They've got a women's designed shoe that was made or designed by women only. A team of ladies got together and they came up and designed the Ultraboost 22 specifically for women. So there's a women's version and there's a men's version, and I think this is awesome. And actually there's going to be more of this in 2022. I know we've got from Puma, we've got a lady specific shoe, same with Skechers as well, and I think this is a great thing where the shoe brands are going towards. You know, they're not starting off with like a men's shoe and then going off it. They're actually making gender specific shoes, because obviously women run differently to men, and you know, their feet are slightly different to men's feet. So I think that's awesome that they've done that. For example, just this is not obviously a lady's shoe, but just on the outsole, they've stuck like a medial, an extra medial, I call it post, but it's not, piece here to sort of help in terms of the way you ladies run as well. And I think that's just awesome. And they've made changes to the overall fit and feel of the shoe. So well done, Adidas, for coming up with that. And also, talking about well done, Adidas, I think they also need some kudos for this. So the other shout out for Adidas is that this is Prime Blue. So this is made from Parley Ocean plastic. I mean, actually it says it in here. Parley Ocean plastic. So like for example, the upper's 50% recycled material. So, and there's, you know, loads of recycled material chucked in this, and I think it's just awesome what Adidas or Adidas are trying to do in terms of plastic waste, all that kind of stuff. I think it's just epic. So again, massive shout out to Adidas for what they're doing with the Prime stuff. Okay, in terms of the shoe, let's get onto that. Firstly, we've remained pretty much the same down the bottom with the Boost and loads of it. Still got that massive stack in the heel. But like the first shoe, but the 21, you kind of sit in it. So don't be deceived by this high bit of Boost here, because you actually sit lower and it sort of cradles your foot, the Boost. We've still got the heel clip around the back to add some stability on the back. I'll come on to the stability because we've got the LEP as well. We've got the Prime Knit upper, which is super stretchy. This shoe does feel a little bit narrower than the 21, I would say, but you've got so much sort of stretch in the material, it should fit you pretty fine, unless you've got a really, really wide foot. It does look wider than it actually is because you've got all the sort of Boost sticking out from the side, but the knit upper is super comfortable. In terms of the midfoot cage, which does provide a very good lockdown, it remains pretty much the same. It's hard to see on the black model, but it starts here. I would say the two big updates on the cage are the fact that they've put up like a fabric tab eyelet down. Oh, I'm going to drop it at the bottom. So again, that gives a little bit more sort of flex to the cage here. They've added that in, and also at the top they've added a metal eyelet, and I think that will just help in terms of wear and tear, yeah, wear and tear, I would say, and it just gives a better pull down as well across the top of the foot. But also, I think some people were complaining that plastic can break, because if it gets like wet and hard, and it can break. So what they've done is they've added some strength in there by adding a metal ring at the top, which is a good positive thing. The other thing they've done is like they put this like padded Adidas logo at the top. That's slightly different to the other version. Again, that is all about where the laces come across the midfoot to provide a comfortable lockdown. So it's all about making sure this is stronger but more comfortable in terms of the lockdown around the midfoot cage. So around the heel, it feels very much the same. You've still got that nice fin on the back, so it helps you pull them on. Because it's a one-piece booty construction, it does help to have that to be able to pull them on. And then we go to the out. So we've got the LEP system. So this is all about rigidity, stability, and it does aid in propulsion. I would say it helps you a little bit, but it's not noticeable. You've got a decent amount of Goodyear rubber on the bottom there. Goodyear Continental, I get shot for saying that, but the Continental rubber, it's Adidas after all. But yeah, the system still remains the same what was on the previous model. I mentioned it at the start, they've tuned it up for the ladies, but the system remains in place what it is before. The grip's grey, as you'd expect from the Continental rubber, and the LEP. Does it make any significant difference? It's hard to tell. I probably would say it does aid some stability because you've got less amount of boost, and it's quite, you know, rigid if you look, trying to struggle to move it around. So it must be doing something. And I think that's probably about it. This shoe's got a 10mm drop, and I think I said £165. And now here comes the $1 million question. Now I'm going to put on the screen what the weight of the 21 was, and here we go, grams. Now this is a UK 9.5, fits true to size for me. 342 grams, people. 12.05 ounces. And that again is the problem with the shoe. It is a heavy shoe, but I'm going to put that a little bit to side because actually the ride, I don't know, it's not as bad as you think. Because this is a lifestyle shoe, it is surprising how relatively easy it is to run in the shoe. I would say the Boost material does give you some feedback. Okay, again, Boost, you could argue, is old technology, and comparing it to a lot of what the other manufacturers are doing. But you know what? If you like Ultra Boost shoes, there's nothing here that's going to disappoint you. For me, it is too heavy. I see no value in this shoe as a running shoe. It's £165, which I think is over the price. You can buy Saucony Endorphin Speeds for, you know, £155, and you can use them as a daily trainer now. I just don't see why you would want to buy this shoe. If though you are a massive fan of Adidas, and you know, in fairness to Adidas, if you love their stuff, you know, I know the Boston 10 split opinion as well, but like you had the crazy Prime X, you've got the Adios Pro 2, which if it worked for you, that's an awesome shoe. You've got the Takumi Sen 8, or is it 9 now? I can't even remember what we're on that. But again, that's got an amazing amount of feedback on that shoe. So they're making some good shoes, is my point. But with the Adidas Ultraboost, it is very much what we had with the 21. It is still too heavy for a daily trainer. I think they need massive kudos for making a ladies only shoe. And you know what they're doing with the recycled stuff. But there's just so much better out there. This is overpriced. And I think actually I'm going to help you out because there is one shoe from Adidas that I think is a better alternative to this. The Adidas Adistar. Woo! So, this is definitely a better option for you. Look, along here, you've got what is called Repetitor. That is the new foam on these shoes, the Adistar. But on the back, on the heel, you've got the Repetitor Plus, and it's a much firmer compound. Now, I've only done a couple of runs in these, but immediately the difference for me, it just feels more of a running shoe versus the Ultraboost 22. These things are £110 on sportshoes.com. I think they're 120 quid on Adidas website. There's like a 6mm drop. They're not light, people, but they're about, I think, 11 ounces from, did I remember? Yeah, 11 ounces, I think. My UK 9.5. And I don't know what that is in grams, by the way, but they fit true to size, but they just feel more like a running shoe. And that's what I'm trying to say to you, that the Ultraboost 22, if you're a fan of the Ultraboost, you're going to dig it, right? But for me personally, if you've got £165 to spend, well, firstly, you get the speed too. But if you want Adidas or Adidas, then check out the Adistar, people. It's a, I think they call it long, slow run shoe or something like that. Check it out. We're going to do a proper review on these, but, you know, it just got me thinking when I was filming that Ultraboost 22 review. You know, I had these come through and I've been running in them a couple of times. I just thought to myself, you know what, this is a much better option. So there you go. That's the end of the Ultraboost 22 review, even though we finished it with these, the Adidas Adistar. Right, I'm going to finish my run. I'll catch you guys on the next video, and I say I will do a review of these shoes. We need to get some much what's the word, more miles into them. I don't let you right. When you stop running, I can't hardly think. But yeah, I'm going to get more miles into the shoes. That we're going to come back, we'll do the review, all that kind of stuff. So that's it, guys. Right, I'll catch you later.